Hello. Oh, Lucas, how you going, mates? So you get to watch this on. It'll be on KO. So uh you will need Foxtel or KO to stream it. I'm gonna see. Hopefully there's a live blog somewhere. Um, hopefully there's a live blog somewhere. I think the team at Zero Hanger might be doing one. So if there's a live blog, we'll chuck that on as well. The first award of the night is scheduled for 7:45. So we have quite a bit of time before we get into that. So I thought it'd be nice to just hang out, have a chat, and sort of just go from there. Cool Rains, how you going, mate? Maybe we can play some games as well. That might be fun. Let me see if I can get some up for us. I hope everyone's having a really good Tuesday. I can't believe it's already Tuesday. Um, I filmed some really, really, really cool content with why is that so thing? With Kane Corns today. That was incredible. I don't know when that's getting dropped, but that was phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal. Also, just make sure that there is no training tomorrow. It will be on Thursday. Give me one sec. That's really bloody annoying me. One sec. I don't know what's going on with that. Sorry about that. I might have to stay like this if that's annoying. Catherine, how you going? One of my favorite Swoop Luke members, if I'm allowed to say that. I hope to see you at open training on Thursday, the open captains run. I hope you're there. Um, I saw that Hogan got delisted. I did see that. Where's So a delisted free agent, it'll be like what am I trying to think of? Tim Membry. Tim Membry that came to us, which is really, really cool. Oh, look at this. Um, let me what I'll do is I'm gonna while I do some content, I'll share screen, Canva. All right, I'm gonna do some content. You can see how the bread gets made. How the bread gets made. He has been a top 60 rated player in the competition for the last 3 months. Actually, I don't want that as a quote. If I go back home, if I go back home and go to no, not that one. If I go back home, share this tab. Where is where's my quote one? No, 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 no. Oh, it's that one there. Okay. So go to this. So hang on, let me just get. I just can't see everyone sort of talking. Oh, that's shit. Hang on. Okay. So this is what we're working with. We don't want to give the whole top 60 rated player in the last 3 months. Champion data. Chuck this in gold. Chuck this here. Chuck that there. Oh. All right, that one's done. Perfect. Easy. All right, How we all going? Thank you for bearing with me there while I get that done. There's got to be a lot of bloody content going in and out. Con, how you going, mate? Bubs, how are you, buddy? Love you too. Another one of my faves, Swoop Luke members. Hogan, String, and Neil will be great additions, reminiscent of 2022 offseason when we brought in Hill, Markov, McStay, and Franton. That's a very, very good uh similarity. I think it's even reminiscent of 2009 when we brought in oh my god, Luke Ball and Darren Jolly. Huge. Mark, how you going, mates? Hope you're well. Do you think Ed will re-sign with us? I do. Now that I think I said it in my video the other day. Now that there's no Butters, Pies will offer him an upped offer. But in saying that, I wouldn't regret. I wouldn't not regret. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't begrudge him if he did leave because Collingwood, um, Collingwood played with him a little bit. Like it just what Collingwood did when they said, "Hey, yeah, look, we'll offer you 2 years for now, but just know that if if Butters comes, we're not going to give you anything more. But if Butters says no, oh, we're going to give you so much more. Like, how about you just give him more at the start? I don't think it was contingent on Butters. I really did think that it might have been, a trade coming on with him as like dangling that sort of carrot for to sort of get a pick for Butters. But no Butters. I'd sign him up for 4 years on 500K, if that, maybe 550. Is the quote wrong? Top 60 rated player in the thank you. God damn it. Where was it? So that's why someone in the comments said the. I'm like, what are you saying? What are you saying in there? I appreciate that. All right, just let me post this. Thank you for making me not look like an idiot. I really, really appreciate it. You could have just let me follow my sword. But no, I appreciate you. All right, that's posted. Beautiful. Ralph, how you going, mate? Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Big Billy Frampton would have to be one of the most unlucky players. Yeah, Sam, I 100% agree. I don't know how Sicily made the All-Australian squad. I absolutely not the squad, but like the 46-man squad. I don't understand that. If anything, it probably should have been Billy. I think that was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Luke, mate, thank you for coming to say hi. I really appreciate it. I always love chatting to people, and especially chatting to Collingwood fans makes it a little bit easier to chat to people. Jen, I hope Wodonga is treating you well. Do you work in or for Collingwood? No. I used to work in Collingwood as an interior designer until I quit that to pursue Swoop Luke full time. But no, I don't work for the Pies. Sometimes we work together, like as in, they'll invite me places and stuff like this. They gave me the Sam Swadling interview, the Britt Benici interview. But yeah. Yeah, 4 years, 575, laughing. Yeah, I think that's about right for Ed. Like when you think about the new CBA that's coming in soon, 575 is going to be, or even 600 will be absolutely nothing. I think the average, what's the average AFL player salary? That can't be right. Sorry, I'm also pretty crook. So it's saying that the average player salary is $500,000 a year. And the average men's salary is expected to reach approximately $519 by the end of the current pay deal in 2027. So 575 is actually probably unders. I wonder how much he's on now, but sounds unders. Janet, how you going? Good day. Con, I'm feeling pretty bloody crook, mate, actually. Sicily's there to give away silly free kicks, gives away a couple of 50s. Hogan or Stringer, just don't think it'll be a good idea. Yeah, look, I think it's interesting. I was reading an article today from Fox Sports, maybe, or maybe it was the Herald Sun, talking about it and how Craig McRae is very wary of the culture of the Pies. And, obviously, look, everyone has a checkered past. I have a checkered past. You probably have a checkered past. But it's just about, yeah, it's too much of these sort of players going to be too much for the change room. I don't think so. I was on that side of like Stringers XYZ, maybe not, but I like it. I'm kind of liking it. 50 goals. He's had 100 shots at goal this year. Like, are you kidding me? Um, Jason, pleasure meeting you too, brother. I appreciate you. Oh man. Oh, hopefully I can last this whole stream. Like, I woke up at 3 or 4 in the morning today, and when you swallow and your throat is like razor blades, like you're swallowing razor blades. That's what I'm currently going. The Australian isn't the same anymore. I feel it's the name that makes it how they actually play for the. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it is a bit like that. Max Gawn. Speaking of though, Max Gawn is going to do absolutely well. I think this is going to be the most at all Australians. I think, or this might be his. This might be his next. His eighth or something. Yeah. Oh no. So this will be his ninth. He's obviously going to get put in. This will be his ninth. I think he might be All Australian captain as well. Janine, how you going? Missing you. Thank you. Yeah, Billy, absolutely unlucky. Unlucky to not be called up. Pies by 1 point after the side. Man, do not do that to me. I can't take it. I can't take any more close wins. But if we win, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Stringer and Hulk Hogan up forward next season looking like a real possibility. I personally don't mind it, especially it's only a 1 or 2 year deal. Yeah, so I think if you can get them relatively cheap, well, we saw Jesse Hogan just got delisted, so he's going to be a delisted free agent. You'll pick him up, peanuts, just like Tim Membry. Look how good Tim Membry's done. What is going to be sad, though, in my sense, or in my view, is that Tim Membry is still without a contract. You can't keep Membry, McStay, Hogan, Stringer, West, Buller. We won't include McCarthy, but all of those on the list at the same time. So I think Membry, I don't think they're going to offer him a contract if we bring in Stringer and Hogan. In saying that, I bloody love Membry. I want him to stay at the club. Yeah, I think that big fish. I think the big fish was Matt Rao. From memory and talking to people, I think the big fish was either Matt Rao or Ben King that it was all but good to go. And then things just bloody changed. Don't know if Pendlebury early retire or not, but this year does feel like a bit like 2007, a changing of the guard. Yeah, it does. It does feel like that. Obviously, Sidey's last year. Pendlebury's going to want to go on his own terms. Yeah, I don't think Elliot will retire. I think if he wanted to retire, I reckon he would have done it already. I think we'll give it one last crack. Remember, he is contracted till the end of next year as well. So I'm not worried too much about Elliot retiring. Going for so it's a record. Right. I thought it might have been. That is unreal. Will we ever see a player like Max Gawn? Will we ever see a player like Max Gawn again in regard to like the ruckman? He's obviously going to go down as the greatest ruckman of all time. Did I buy Soothers today? What did I buy today? No, cough syrup. I bought a lot of cough syrup. I've been downing that. We could still get Rao at the end of next year as a restricted free agent. Yeah, so That is, I think Collingwood did a couple of interesting things when they came out publicly and said, "We're gonna go in the running for Zach Butters." Obviously, the Pies knew that they didn't have anything to trade, right? The Pies knew they had nothing to trade. They knew that they were gonna be 4th in the line for Butters, even though Nick's there and Lockie Neal's gonna potentially come to the club and stuff. We were still 4th in that queue. What I did think it did was to restricted or unrestricted free agents next year say, hey, we can offer you 8 years for $15 million. Come to the club. That's just the Pies' way of saying we have this much money. We're not going to offer it to obviously Zach Butters is going to knock us back, but we have this money in the kitty. Wait till next year. We'll have a little bit more. We can offer you some more. And in saying that, let's look at some free agents for next year. Jason, what's going on, mates? Thank you. I appreciate you. The swooper duper. God, I haven't had a super duper in a while. Memory must stay. Yeah, see, Bubs, this is what I think, man. This is what I think. I'll find out. I'm gonna have to post that. Someone made that for me. I don't know where it is now, but someone made that for me. I think Sidey does play. I think he does play. As long as he's not playing in the back line, I think Sidey will play. I can't see him not playing, especially with no Pendles. We need that level head, and then that's what Sidey sort of brings. Yeah, that was very, very, very weird. The whole Ben King saga. So many people had him coming to the Pies. And then for Hawthorn to swoop in right at the end, and they might get Zach Merritt. Like it's look, if we can bring in Lockie Neal next year, I think that's just freaking huge. I think that's absolutely huge. Manuka honey. Okay, I think what do I have? Yeah, it wouldn't be Manuka. I think I've just got some honey that I bought from a place on the Mornington Peninsula. There's like a honey making place. Jordan says, I'm the same about memory. I'd rather keep him over one of Stringer or the Hulkster. Also get better signal. Oh, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. But yeah, I agree. I'd rather Membry and I was going to call him Hulk Hogan, but Membry and Hogan or Membry and Stringer. I really, really love Membry. We need to reward him unless he says, I'm done. Like, I'm going to retire. I just want to hang out with my kids on a farm and go fishing. Amazing. Good on him. But I think he does have one more year because he has played phenomenally. At the start of the year, I thought Membry was going to play 12 games. I thought he was going to play 12 games. This guy is our second highest goal kicker. Unreal. So I can't show the awards tonight, but I will show the hopefully there's a live blog. I just can't show them because of copyright, etc., etc. So it's just about to start. I'll give you running commentary, but I'm gonna just bear with me a sec. I'm gonna try and find a AFL Awards live blog 2026. Okay, so it looks like okay, cool. I found one. It's on ABC. Oh, it's on the AFL. All right. Let me share this. Give me one sec. Also, how cool is this background? Share screen. Okay, here we go. So this is the live blog. We know that Nick Dacos is going to win the Coaches Association Player of the Year award. He probably wins the MVP as well. Members should be rewarded for this year 100% Janine, 110%. First, so it started now. First award will be 7:45. Can you, if tell me something? If I crank this volume up, let me know if you can. Let me know if you can hear it. Damn. Hang on. Let me change the microphone. You hear that? Damn. Sorry, guys and girls. Sorry, guys and girls. So it's just pretty much Andrew Dillon just going past, going through the season, saying this, that, and the other. No, no, we're not missing too much. Oh, no sound on chewing either. I'm having this. It was $8 at Coles today. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah. So Andrew Dillon's just doing his thing, um, talking about everyone who's reached 300 games. He's going to talk about Pendlebury for a second. Man, I wish they could just let us stream it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like I said, not missing too much right now. Yeah. Um, just a lot of people. Scott Pendlebury, new games record holder, 442 and counting. Okay, he's given Scott Pendlebury a really good talking up right now, which is incredible. Oh, there should be an award named after Scott. Wouldn't that be cool? I wonder what it would be if Scott, if you could give Scott, if you could name an award after Scott Pendlebury, what would the award be? Do we think about ever changing the Copeland title to the Pendlebury? No, surely not, right? Yeah, now they're talking about Steel Sidebottom retiring. I still can't get over that. Sidey, Sidey is retiring. Like I can't believe that that's a thing that's going to be happening. That's so freaking sad. All right, Andrew, come on, mate. You've spoken enough. Let's get these awards. Yeah, uh, Ted Ogu. No more no more footy abroad. Our last one was a few weeks ago, unfortunately. This is the saddest thing. This is the saddest thing. This is why we have to win this week, have to win next week, have to win a qualifying, bring Pendles back for a prelim, and then go into a grand final, cheer off Sidey in a grand final after a third flag for him. It's not that hard. Just win 5 games in a row. We won 7 before. Win 5 games in a row now. Okay. We're not gonna keep he's just talking. Obviously, we have to win the grand final. Like it's happening, right? Like I don't. It is anyone else like a. I'm just an eternal optimist most of the time, especially when it comes to the Pies. Like, why can't we be the first team that wins a grand final from World Cup? Like, why can't it be why can't it be us? Like, of course it can be us. If any team is going to do it, it's absolutely gonna be the Pies. You can just feel it. You can just absolutely feel it. Yep. All right. Andrew Dillon just keeps talking. Come on, my friend. Come on, my friend. We want to get to the awards. As soon as he stops, the awards are pretty much going to start. Thank you everyone for taking your time out on your Tuesday to hang out with me. So like going forward, I don't know if you all remember, and sometimes the people that have been here for a while probably do. I used to do something called well, Craig McRae's presenting an award. Oh, Flyers announcing the Coaches Association Award. Here we go. This one's coming to Nick, obviously. Craig's telling us how they vote for the Janet. It's televised on KO. He's talking about giving a balanced vote. Coaches AFL coaches MVP. I think that's just so incredible that Nick gets to win another one. This will be his second, correct? The game's never been faster. Here we go. First award this evening. Coaches Association Award. Okay, so this will be the best emerging player first up. So the finalists for the best emerging player is Max Hall, Murphy Reed, and Harvey Langford. I think this goes to Murphy Reed. There's no doubt. Oh, there's a tie. Oh my God, that is incredible. So the best emerging player, which used to be called the best young player, best AFL blog giving more stuff. Okay, I'm going to switch to the ABC blog. Give me one sec. ABC AFL Awards blog. Oh, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. Um, so that's awesome. Yeah, watching on KO flying magpies. Um, I don't know. Is there another place to watch it? I actually don't know. But yeah, I'm just watching on KO on here. Also, flying magpie. Thank you for being so active in chat. I don't think I've seen you around before. So welcome to Super League family. Um, oh yeah, Foxtel. You could probably watch it. I always think that KO is Foxtel for some. Obviously. Um, is that the Night Manor one? Yeah, I think that's why they changed it because Sean Manor won best young player and the dude was like 27. So they've changed it to the best first year player. Bubs, mate, you absolutely flatter me. You absolutely flatter me. You absolutely flatter me. Um, so obviously Nick's getting the coaches MVP. So I'm just getting a graphic ready for him. I've already got his back-to-back graphic ready. Um, do we think if it's not the Pies that win, if it's not the Pies that win the flag, do we think it's going to be who do we think it's going to be? I think it's going to be Frio, right? Haiti, come up, literally come up, grab me by the shirt and say, Luke, how you going, mate? Um, my I'm in my own I'm in my absolute own world when I'm in the when I'm in the when I'm at the footy. So just come up and say hi. I promise I'm not gonna I promise I'm not gonna bite. But yeah, no, thank you. Lions do the three-peat. I think you might be onto something there. Like they look good, don't they? They look they look good. It's insane what they've been able to do this year. There was a bit where you're like, okay, maybe they're not going to win it. Maybe they're not going to make it, and then they just come out of nowhere and absolutely just smash the competition. Like what they did to us, how they dismantled us. I know, like we weren't really trying, but still, you still don't want to get dismantled like that. Uh, Scary. Maybe we'll play him in the grand final. Bulldogs. No, Bulldogs, Hattie, Bulldogs would mean that they beat us this week. We don't want that to we don't want that to happen. I'm trying to get up the what's the ABC thing that I just had? Oh yeah, ABC. All right. There's no I'll keep an eye on it that I'll have to keep refreshing it. Matthew, not yet, man, not yet. I was actually I can't remember who I was talking to about it, but I'm gonna put it in resin. I think that's funny. That's good. I got to do that. So now they're doing the best defensive player. This should be. I'm just telling you, this should be Billy Frampton. It should absolutely be Billy Frampton, but it's probably going to be Harris Andrews. Maybe you would think. I think it's going to be Harris Andrews, isn't it? Three players tied for second place. Connor O'Sullivan. Wait, what? AFL Defensive Player of the Year. Helen Wilkie. Really? I think he's a very good defender. But is he the best defender in the league? Oh, I guess he is really, really good. He is really, really good. I know Saints didn't do that well. They obviously finished 11th, but he is fantastic. He's a really good bloody player. He's a really good bloody player. It should have been it should have been Billy Frampton. Me too, Bubs. Absolutely me too. Flying back bite, thank you. I'll get the AFL one up as well. We'll just start bouncing through. Oh yeah, here we go. That's funny. So Cal Wilkie goes, Jack Rewalt's like, oh, you're the first person to win the best defender award, and he's like, yeah, which is weird because I don't defend too much. I just drop off and intercept. So there you go. It should have been Billy Frampton. He defends a lot. Hey, you know who kept Jack Gunston to 0 goals one time? Our boy, Big Bad Billy Frampton. Lipper is an assess, and Pez is about 1 to 2 weeks away. Bruz is TBC, but Craig McRae said he could be back in a couple of weeks. Oh, fuck. Chris, how you going, mate? Thank you for rejoining me, or rejoining us, really. So, Kilda's Callum Wilkie has been named inaugural rookie, polled 42 votes ahead of Harris Andrews, Tom McCartan, and Connor O'Sullivan. Connor O'Sullivan really came from the clouds this year, didn't he? This wasn't his. Look, again, it's funny when I tell people, oh, I don't know X, Y, and Z player. Like, oh, but don't you run like content creation? It's like, yeah, but just for the pass, I really don't care about much else. Is this Connor O'Sullivan's first year in? Oh no, debut 2024. Okay, he's fantastic. He was really good this year. He was really, really good this year. Matt's Hall been pretty good. I remember when Kane Corns gave him a little bit to our boy Saints TV. Here we go. Coaches Association Champion Player of the Year. So the nominees are Corn, Bont, and Nick. Craig McRae has just announced that Nick Dacos is the winner of the Champion Player of the Year, the AFL Coaches Association Award. That is absolutely huge. We're going to hear Nick speak in a second. I wish you could. I wish you could hear him. I wish you could hear him. But I'm sure players are going to do it on their socials and all that sort of stuff. But incredible, absolutely incredible for Nick. Is Nick a possible AA captain? He could. I just think he has led the club really well. I just think that Dawson and Gorn will get it over him. All right, I just got to post this. The what is it called? The coaches champion coach AFL coaches champion player of the year. Uh, okay, champion player of the year. A 23-year-old leading us for most of this year. What a player! He's gonna be. Is he gonna be our captain? Is he gonna be our captain next year? Like, let's cut the BS. He's gonna be our captain next year, isn't he? All right. I'll just show you what I'm doing here. So Nick won on. It is the second time Nick Douglas won the award after his victory in 2024. Um, where did I just go? Where's my Canva gone? Oh, okay. Um, I just got to make sure that I'm not using the same pictures as the other one. All right. Even though that's from 20, do I can I use it even though it's 2025? God damn. Probably not, hey. Is this 2025 as well? God damn. Oh, you know which one I'm going to use? I'm going to use the one where he's got his arms out. Where's that one? Where's that one? Where's that one? Got so many bloody photos on here. Jack just said, "Don't use all your good material, your good speech material here, because I've got. I'm tipping you've got a long award night ahead of you." Man, imagine going up for 1,000 awards and just having to say a different speech all the time. I'd just be like, after my third award, I'd be like, just see what I said in the first one, man. Like I'm absolutely shot. We can't keep doing this. God damn. So many photos and screenshots. Let me get back to chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, once the AFL update, once it updates the uh if we can read the full article, so let's see. So Dacos passed Martin record of 122 votes with 4 games to play. 147 votes he got. 147 votes Nick Dacos got in the Coaches Association Champion Player of the Year. That's just absolutely nuts. Dacos joins Clayton Oliver and Gary Ablett Jr. as the only multiple winners of the prestigious award. Oh my god. Could he keep going? Could he get another award next year and just break all records? Could you imagine that? That would be absolutely insane. Yeah, see last speech. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here if I have to keep on asking? I have to keep on asking. Um, I'm just going to got to get this out on Instagram. It's the fun the fun never stops. The content machine always rolls on. Player champion player of the year. Uh yeah, I think that's fine. I'll show you what I'm doing. This is the one I was looking for. I think that's okay. If I go to positions, layers, move that to the top, move that to the top. Um, I'll put that up here, a bit smaller. Leave that here. Oh, maybe I'll just chunk this down here. Chuck it on a bit of a thing, bit of a slant like that. Position it behind here, and then go text subheading 147 votes here. Um, fucking demo stuff. Extra bold. I will get back to chat in a second. I just got to get this done and then change the line spacing. Bang, 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 bang. All right, she's done. All right, let me get back to chat. Thanks. Thank you for being patient. Kerno has won obviously the Coleman. Interesting that he's not there. No votes for Nakos against Brisbane. Yeah, that makes sense. Like obviously he hadn't played 60% of game time. Hey, Catherine, Canva is literally the bloody goat. Um, I love Canva. I love Canva so much. Oh man, my throat is starting to go. Brownlow for Nick next, yes, but first he has to win the MVP. He has to win All Australian. He's just cleaning up right now. He is absolutely cleaning up right now. a a record breaking year for Nick. He takes home the AFL Coach Association's Champion Player of the Year award. He joins Clayton. He joins Clayton Oliver and Gary Ablett Jr. as the only players to win the award twice. All right, done, done. How's everyone's night's been? How's everyone night's been? Oh, let's I think we can. They should have. They should have put that up. Hang on. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find him. Oh yeah, here. So this is what round 24 was. Jordan DeGoey was the only player to get three. So obviously everyone goes 5-5 for Logan Morris. Looks like 4-4 for Lockie Neal. 3-1 for Conor McKenna. 3-1 for Dunkley. 2-1 maybe. But yeah, so Jordan DeGoey for Brisbane, and then round 23. Ed Allen got two. Sammy Sutherland got two. Coach Association votes against Hawthorn. Nick 7, Bo 10. Darcy Moore's talking on stage now. Come on, Darcy. Tell us when you're coming back to play, mate. Best captain award. I think this is going to go to Jordan Dawson. So the nominees are Alex Pearce, Max Gorn, and Jordan Dawson. I think it's Jordan Dawson after everything he's been through. He led that team incredibly well. Jordan Dawson, yeah, congratulations. That is absolutely absolutely incredible. Oh, a Brownlow vote. Yeah, true, true, true. Yeah, he probably does get a sneaky Brownlow vote. Hey, that sounds good. Man, I haven't had a PT for a while, but we do love a PT. Homemade chicken wrap, nice. Eating a little bit healthy. Mate just told me IQ is back in. Had this been confirmed? So it hasn't been confirmed, but he is available to play. I think that's what your mate is probably saying. But IQ will come back in. I just wonder who he comes out for. 1,000%. I sending all my love to the Dawson family. He's about to talk now. Good on him. What are some of the biggest lessons you learned? Darcy Moore is saying. Apparently, the media is pretty harsh in Adelaide. I don't think. I guess because it's a two-team town. I think it's always a bit like this when it's a two-team town, right? So if Collingwood, if how does it work? God, man, this ABC blog is just insane. Like, what's the AFL doing? Like, you're literally right there. So remember, this is all player voted now. Everyone voted for Jordan Dawson. I'd argue the player voted MVP is better than the is it better than the Brownlow in the sense that your peers are voting for you and not so much the umpires are voting for you. Oh, Max Gawn is an incredible captain. He'll be all Australian captain. I would say we could probably get Adelaide if we beat Western Bulldogs. I think we have a chance of playing Adelaide, don't we? If we're there, because we'd be the lowest, would be the highest ranked. If Carlton, oh man, I don't know. They've really just bloody cooked this. Does anyone know if how we get Adelaide next week if we beat the Western Bulldogs? You'd have to fly to bloody Adelaide. That's going to be wild. Okay, AFLPA's best first year player award. The nominees are Willem Dersma, Harry Dean, and Joel Fitzgerald. Interesting. The 2026 AFL Players Association best year first year player is Harry Dean from Carlton. Yeah, that makes sense. What an incredible defender he is going to be for the Blues. They're going to be, God, they're going to be formidable. Oh, so okay, so if Carlton beat Melbourne and we beat the Doggies, we play Adelaide. But if Melbourne beat Carlton and we beat the Doggies, we play Geelong. Is that correct? Fucking hell. That is nuts. That is absolutely either way. I'd rather look, I know I don't want to get ahead of myself. Um, but if we are to beat the Doggies this week, I'd much rather play in Adelaide because I love that camaraderie of going to Adelaide. This will be, if we go, it'll be my fifth trip to Adelaide in 2 years. But staying in Melbourne is probably better as well. And we need some revenge on Geelong. God, I hate that club. I hate that club. Interesting. I didn't know that. Right, right, right. Okay. That would be a very good run. Hey, but to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? We'll play we'll play anyone. We'll play absolutely anyone. Um how much do you all know about the draft this year? I'm going to be doing some content with the lads at True Footy um to talk about the draft because you know that is one of my downsides. I will do the path to the draft. Everyone seemed to really really like that content last year, and one of those paths to the drafts was um, was Sam Swadling, and it was Ty and Prindable. So I was pretty happy with that. Bailey, the awards are on KO Sport, or as you can see, I'm trying to get them refreshed on ABC as we go along. I just don't understand how this is going to happen with Toby Green as well. So, most courageous player award is up now. Brayden Maynard's nominated. Jordan Dawson, Zach Butters from Port Adelaide. 2026 most greatest player award goes to Jordan Dawson. Okay, okay. Remember, this is voted by the peers. Interesting. I probably wouldn't have had him as most courageous. I guess I don't watch enough Adelaide games to know courageous in that sense to see how I know he's a fucking fantastic player because he was in my fantasy team and he was absolutely smashing it. Um, but yeah, I really don't know what constitutes as courageous. Um, I probably would have thought Maynard or Butters, but interesting. Yeah, yeah. I guess courageous in that sort of way. I understand it, but still, I know Clancy Snell sounds like he's straight out of the 1850s. That's about it. I love this name, right? Clancy Snell, FBI, former FBI informant Clancy Snell. Love it. I love it. Well, yeah, I will do some more path to the drafts. What is our best option for the free agency? It's literally just Lucky Neal, Hogan, and Stringer are the only free agents that are sounding out coming to us. Trade period though, who knows? At the moment, we've got a really nice pick that we probably are going to go to the draft with, but that's not to say that if someone says, "Hey, I really want to come to the Pies," Collingwood can go, "Yeah, 100%. Let's absolutely get you there." Like Lockie Schultz, like Dan Houston as well. So they'll probably do the AFL MVP. Is it the MV? Is it the MVP? Is that what it is? Yeah, yeah. Man, oh, Jordan Dawson, buddy. He's just, Jonathan Brown's telling him, asking him how did he go about everything that's happened this year with him and his brother and stuff. Oh, his dad's crying. Oh man. Oh, bud. Hey, and this is just a shout out. I know, there's only about 50 people watching now or so, but if you need to get if you need to talk to someone, please go and talk to someone. Um, Seek help if you need to. It's okay to not be okay. DMs are always open if you need to have a chat as well. So a very appropriate time to call that out. Um, yes, yes, we will need to delist a bunch of players, and I think we kind of know who we're sort of seeing the end of. Um, looking at probably Jacob Ryan. Some of those mid-season draft picks. Is Ko going to get another go? Is Pajaski or Padaski going to get another go? Uh, Jathan Demetia are contracted for 2027 though. So they could get delisted and re-picked up as rookies just to keep that contract and they put the contract down a little bit. So that could be something that happens as well. Uh, Oh, that's so nice. So obviously you guys wouldn't have heard, but Jordan Dawson is saying, you know, pretty much, just that shout out of you are loved. It's okay to not be okay. Um, speak up. He wants to get into the mental health. Well, it's just so nice for him to come up and say that. Um, okay, so now the finalists for most valuable player, which is obviously the Lee Matthews Award. All right. So the nominees for the most valuable player. Yeah, that's true, but you're probably getting rid of the likes of Ryan, Parker, Smith or Co, Pajaski. So MVP goes to is Bontempelli, Nick Dacos, or Jordan Dawson. And here we go. Who is the winner? Yes, Nikki! Yes, let's go. Back to back, baby. Back to back. I got a nice little graphic of that ready to go. Oh man, what a player. I was on Kane Corns. I was doing some content with Kane Corns today, a part of the Footy Fan Network, and one of the questions was, will Nick Dacos go down as the greatest player of all time that the game has ever seen? And you best believe I said yes. Yes, he will. God, I just can't believe pick four. We got him for pick four. We got him for pick four. No one bid on him earlier than that. The Kangaroos said, "Nah, we want Jason Horne-Francis as pick one. We're not going to bid on Nick." Crazy. Good for us. Absolutely crazy. Obviously, the only one to bid for him was Gold Coast. Um, but yeah, I still can't believe that. What a steal! Oh, is that better? I haven't really written anything yet. I'm looking for the nothing to report just yet. I'm gonna give it a refresh. Still on the most courageous player award. Let's check. Um, what we'll do is here's the full article of here's the full article from the AFL to have a read of that. In 5 seasons in the AFL, Dacos now has the two first place finishes to go with two top five placings. That is absolutely insane. Back to back. All right. Back to back MVP awards for the for the magician. Huge. Huge. What a player. We are witnessing absolute greatness. Will Ashcroft not even nominated for the MVP? No, he's not. He's not nominated for the MVP. All right, we'll go back to AFL, ABC. This is all that was written. Nothing yet. Yeah, nah, he's gonna win it, and he's also going to break. He's gonna break the record that was set by Patrick Cripps. I absolutely can guarantee that. Now that the umpires have got has written the stuff, have they? Oh, here, that's where it is. Right. So look at that. So That's what he's that's what Jordan Dawson was saying with a quiver in his lip. The mental health space is something new to me, but something I want to learn more about. I want everyone to know who is struggling with their mental health, that you are definitely loved and the world is a better place with you in it. You are enough. We all love you. You have friends and family around you. That's even just reading even just reading it back is sad. Oh, bloody hell. Well, yeah, give him the All Australian captain. Um, he did really, just on a personal, selfish note, did incredibly well for me in fantasy this year as well. In his speeches, he is playing things relatively straight, keeping the focus on Friday night and a wild card clash at the MCG against the Western Bulldogs. Jonathan Brown told him, he goes, "Oh, Bevo doesn't tax, so you'll be able to run around the MCG with you know with the license to just run around." And he's like, "No, no, no. We'll see about that. We'll see what happens." I think they're announcing uh the Rising Star Award. Can you believe we get to see this cohort of kids we're actually in the golden generation. I feel like we're in the golden generation. Who's going to win the MVP, the Rising Star? Quick, let's go. Who's going to win it? Yeah, it's going to be Smith. I think so. I think so as well. He came home really hard. It's either going to be Smith or Dersma, right? I think it is going to be Smith. He's so good. Yeah, Dean Dersma and Smith, Rising Star, Jagger Smith from Carlton. There we go. God damn it, he was a Collingwood supporter. He was a mad Collingwood supporter. Can you believe? Let me get some for those that don't remember, let me get the trades from was it 2004? Where's the bloody trades. 2004, 2024. Let me get it up. So Carlton got that pick 3 for Jagger Smith, and that pick 3 came from West Coast, and that was because they sent always there, right? And it was a pick with was it a swap with Richmond as well for Bolton? It was a three-way trade, wasn't it? That was insane. That was insane. It was a three-way trade. I still can't get over what they were able to what they were able to do. Good on him. Absolutely good on him. 2024 pick oh here. So Carlton got pick 3 plus 63, 68. Richmond got pick 14. West Coast got Baker, always, pick 12, and pick 73. West Coast got absolutely robbed there. That is wild. Well, so did Richmond. Because obviously that's insane. Carlton gave away always and picked up Smith, who is going to just win flags and Brownlows for them. Wild. 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 2024 was when we picked up Houston, right? Yeah. From memory. From memory? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. It was. God, I hope they don't win. I hope they don't beat Melbourne. They will. They're in a good vein of a rich vein of form. They'll definitely beat Melbourne. Damn, they really rated him, right? They really bloody rated him. I'm telling you, with Josh Fraser at the helm, anything is possible for that blue side. Swaddling, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Swaddling is still eligible. Maybe I know he did get nominated though, so I don't think I could have sworn there was players that were nominated and they can get nominated again next year if they've only played under 10 games or something like that. Maybe I'm just making that up. Maybe I'm just making that up. Houston pick 58. Now I'm just looking at all of our trades. Poor Adelaide got oh no, Richards did really well. Oh, they got pick 13. I didn't realize they got pick 13 there as well. Bloody hell. What could have been? What absolutely could have been? So then now the all Australian team's gonna get announced. Yeah, I thought so. So you can. 10 games, yeah, 10 game limit or something like that. Yeah, it's like fraternizing with the enemy, right? It's like fraternizing with the enemy. I don't think finals counts, Matthew. I don't think finals counts. Um, the interesting thing for me is with Swaddling, he's obviously best 23. Um, but with best 23, with Maynard coming back, Isaac coming back next year, Perryman, you add in a couple other players. Who comes out? Who comes out? Like, are we saying that Swaddling's best position is halfback or wing? Chat, is it halfback or wing? Tanya, I was thinking the exact same thing. How quickly they forget when they were 1-8, they were spray painting walls, they were burning memberships, they were casting this and doing this. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Des Carter. Nominations isn't a one off eligibility. A player can be nominated multiple years running as long as they still meet the criteria each year. Under 21 on 1st of January and 10 of you senior games being played. So there you go. Swaddling is better at wing. Wing. Nick said half back. Yes, Nick did say half back. Half back flank, the Nick apprenticeship. So we're in agreement that it's wing and half back. Um, is that why Collingwood might be listening to, not that they'll come out publicly and say it, but if someone came up and said, here's a first rounder for Dan Houston, is that why they might have their ears turned without them saying, hey, here's the market for it? Because we know we have that Swaddling to build in and we know we got Josh Dacos. Oh, oh. Yeah, no, just a little bit of food for thought. It's got to be an interesting trade period. No matter which way we look at it, interesting trade period. Hey, Matt, if we make the semis, I'm happy for Swaddling not to be eligible for a rising star. If we can get that far, I'm absolutely happy. I'm absolutely happy for that. Let me just go to. I've got to log my Muscle Nation cheesecake. Muscle Nation cheesecake. Which one was it? It was it the Biscoff? Caramel cheesecake. Is it this one? What the hell? Oh, I'll do it later. I don't know what's going on there. All right, let's go back in. Is there any updates? No updates yet. So jumping to live, still there's still things. Oh, you know what we can do though? If we go to here, give me a sec. I'm gonna update the team as it goes along. If I go to list manager, team selection. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this tab. So this is actualfooty.com. And you'll be able to see the all Australian. So let me just zoom out. So we have them all. So we have them all here. So as it gets populated, I'll populate the all Australian there for you. So we can all see it. Are they doing goal of the year and mark of the year? Who do we reckon's going to win goal and mark of the year? I think McStade's goal of the year, like that. There's probably been better goals. Excuse me. There's probably been better technical goals, but McStade to smother, then grab it, and then kick a banana. Come on, man. Goal of the year has to be McKenna against us. Yeah, that was what in the Irish was that bloody goal? And it's weird, right? Because Watson taking that mark last week is probably going to be mark of the year in the last round. Okay, here we go. All Australian jacket is coming out. Okay. The defenders. Malera, back pocket. Wilkie, fullback. Impey. Lockie Ash. Going well so far. Andrews. Jordan Clark from Freo. Those are your defenders. That's actually not too bad. That's a pretty good defensive line. All right, Matt. Let us hear it. Let us hear it, dude. Which one? What do you think? Like, I think McKenna's goal was incredible. I don't think it's goal of the year. I think it's incredible. I still think it's McStade. Tanya, I absolutely agree. It's very annoying. He should be there. Frampers should be there. But so far, this is phenomenal. This is a really good backline. I don't know why there's Collingwood things there, but I might hit up Paul who runs this to maybe fix that. But I thought Impey had just a phenomenal season. God, I would love Lockie Ash in the team. I know we've got halfbacks a dime a dozen. Yeah, I don't think I honestly don't even think Josh had that good of a season. I don't think he had a nomination worth season. I think it should have been Frampton and Nick that got nominated. Hey, maybe I'm predicting the future. Oh, Matt, I forgot about Curtis's mark. Holy shit. Yes, I am with you. I am with you. That was a phenomenal mark. Harris Andrews is so good too, isn't he? Do you remember when Harris Andrews did sweet F all in the 2023 grand final because Billy Frampton kept him covered? Whew, what a champion. What a champion. How many Fremantle players do we reckon there's going to be in this award? Oh, true. I forgot about that. Haiti, I thought Cozzy's mark was good. I thought Paul Curtis's was a lot better. And why I think that is because Cozzy uses his hands to get up. Curtis is all height. It's all run and jump. Unfortunately not. You have to pay. You have to pay. Now, someone I just put that up about Jamie Elliott. I would love to because we obviously know Watson's gonna be in this team, right? What is the difference between Nick Watson's season this year and Jamie Elliott's season last year when Jamie Elliott didn't get was obviously nominated for the squad but didn't get in and Zach Bailey got in over him. Jamie Elliott kicked 60 goals last year. That did include 8 in finals though. So obviously we know that finals aren't included. So he ended on 52 goals. How many did Nick Watson kick this year? 55 goals. So he's kicked three more three more goals. Mm, I still think, yeah. I agree. Angus Anderson's goal from the car park. I do remember. I do remember. Whoa, my God. What a player Angus Anderson has turned out to be, right? Watson, 26, 55 goals. Elliott, 25, 52 goals. Cameron, 26, 50 goals. Yeah. Zach Bailey's probably more a mid forward, more versatile, given the two are probably interesting. Interesting. I'm really enjoying your takes, Flying Magpies. Really enjoying your takes today. Look, I get it. All Australian awards, just lots of talking. Lots and lots of talking. Jordan Clark just said shit on national TV. This is everywhere. Who do you think would be suitable by 2028 in the leadership group if there are 5 plus in the group? Who would I think would be suitable? 2028 is 2 years away. I, it'll still be Nick. It'll still be Braden Maynard. Um, that's interesting. That's an interesting thought. In 2 years, what would it look like? I would love to see in the VFL in the AFLW in our leadership group. They have emerging leaders. So I would love to see. I'd love to see Sam Swaddling as an emerging leader. He's shown some real good leadership already. But he'd be 3 years. Um, who else? Who else? Lucky Schultz will probably still be. I wouldn't mind Lucky Schultz in the leadership group. He could be that forward leader. I think. I think it'll be Braden Maynard and Nick Dacos as co-captains next year for the first time in Collingwood history. Is what I'm feeling. Neil will win Lions best and fairest. I reckon. Isn't he statistically having a better year now than he did in 2022 when he won the sorry, in 2023 when he won the Brownlow? I'm pretty sure he is. Swaddling in the 2028 leadership group. Ed Allen is a good shout. I don't know if Bo's going to be there in 2028. If the Tasmania stuff is correct. I truly believe after our game with the Hawks, it gave the whole 2023 vibes. Excluding last week, we just rocked up to show face. Yeah, Tanya, I fully agree with that. 90 plus tackles against Hawthorn. You look at what we did in 2023. I know it was only 3 games, so we'll have to win 2 more games this year. But it was all pressure. It was all pressure, and we've been there. Some of these teams haven't been at that coalface, and we've been there. And you can just never not believe with Craig McRae at the helm. God, they're just no wonder why it's gone for so long. Like they just want to talk to everyone, and I understand it, but geez, Louise, come on. Did was it last year where Nick Dacos was on the bench? Not that it really matters. He still get a blazer, but he was on the bench, wasn't he? Yeah, he's definitely not going to be on the bench this year. That's for bloody sure. We're the pressure post for a reason. The wild card is a pressure cooker. If anyone can do it, we can. Look, that's that's what I've been saying. If there's a team that can do it, it's us. It's absolutely us. Shafted by Bont and Green. Yeah, I think you're right. All Australian team 2025. Oh no, Bont was on the bench was Bont, Nick, Matt Rao, Caleb Sarong. Ed Richards made it onto the field, if you will. Um, oh, Green wasn't in the side last year. I thought he was for some reason. God, that's a really good bloody bench. Nick Dacos, Bontempelli, Sarong, and Rao. What I would love to see, it'll never happen, but what I would love to see is obviously they've got a 46-man squad, right? So the 23 get picked here. They get their jacket. Amazing, cool, beautiful. The other 23, so the All Australian B side, give me an All Australian A versus All Australian B side. Wouldn't that be incredible? Could that happen? Maybe not, but could it happen? Tracy or Amos? Yeah, I'd take Tracy as well. Haiti, I hope so. I hope Nick goes on an absolute tear. Okay, midfield, let's go. Smith, Bailey Smith, Bontempelli in the centre. Dempsey made it. He has had a really good year as a wingman. Gorn as your ruckman. Dawson. There we go. Our boy is on. Our boy is on the field. Our boy is on the field. And doesn't he look beautiful in his jacket? Doesn't he look beautiful in his jacket? Let's see if we can get a I'll see if Getty has a if they've updated Oh, actually, I'll show you some of this. Here's Nick with his MVP award. Look at him. Look how happy he is. That's so good. Um, how good is that? Oh, why isn't it? Oh, because I got out of it. Hang on, hang on. Share screen again. Here we go. Ah, look at captain. Oh, I was about to say captain and coach. Well, I guess he is captain. He's leading us. Oh my god. Could Nick be a standing captain that leads us to a flag? Could Nick? Oh my god. Imagine that. A stand-in captain or vice captain and leads us to a flag. Holy moly. That's huge. But good on him. I can't believe this is greatness. Oh, this is a nice picture. Max Gawn with 9 All Australian selections, the most in VFL AFL history. What a player. Was he? Hey, that could be a good sign. That could be a good sign because when the doggies seventh, I know we're ninth, sorry, but they won it from outside the top four. We could win it from outside the top eight with a stand-in captain. Hey, I was going to say that's not a Macedonian surname. Boy, does look like a proud father. It's so cute. Look at him. Looks like they're getting ready for prom or something, and he's just done his tie up. Nick's got 4 All Australian selections in 5 seasons. How is that? How is that real? How is that real? Yeah, I do remember that Murphy. I do remember this whole. I do remember all of that. But I don't remember that Easton Wood was standing captain. 2016 was 10 years ago, man. That's so long ago. Oh man, my throat is cooked. I honey, um, need another honey tea. Um, man, Bontempelli, remember when there was like that, not a full rumor, but there was just like whispers that he could maybe Collingwood were asking the question, maybe he was looking at him, we were looking at him. Wouldn't that have been just phenomenal? Wouldn't that have been phenomenal? Nick is breaking records and rewriting history 100%, and he's doing it with ease. He's doing it with absolute ease, and he's doing it with getting tagged pretty much every single week or a run with player every single week. Like he's just not. They're just not giving him an inch. They're just not giving him an inch. Yeah, and then he re-signed the next week. And do you remember when they did the announcement video of him re-signing? Um, they had they had the drone footage right at the start of the KGM or the AIA center back then. They sort of just showed it as like a spit in the face. Flying Magpies, I think you're right. He's going to, if there's anyone that can break that can break Max Gawn's. Now it's Max Gawn's record. Max Gawn is doing this by himself. It's Nick. So 4 in 5 years, obviously needs 6. So in 6, let's just say he gets it every single year for the next 6 years. Like Swooping Mara just said, he's 23 years old. He won't even be 30. Could he break the record? How old's Max Gawn? He'd be 35. 34 years old. Could Nick win 10 before he's 30? That's insane. Nick Dacos age. What did he fly? 23. Yeah, could he win 10 before he's 30? God, how that's true. That's true. Gorn, well, let's just say Nick 10 before he's 30. That would be huge, right? Gorn is just another beast. How he is a ruckman that gets bashed every single time and just keeps going is just insane. It's just absolutely insane to me. And he's still Melbourne's best player. How good was that? They're talking about the doggies Melbourne game. How good was that? That was like that's why I hope that the doggies that was their uh that was their grand final. God status. Braden Maynard just said to Nick that like he posted on his Instagram that this is God status, Nick at the moment. All right, we're going to the forwards now. Oh wait, no, wait. It's going to be Jack Rewalt interviewing all the other midfielders. Let's Is there any write up? Where's the ABC? Is there write up for ABC yet? Oh, here. I'll just share this tab for now. Yeah, they say Walt Dempsey is the best true wingman in the game, and it's great to see the All Australian selectors pick an actual wing in that position. How many times have we seen just players in random ass positions? Wasn't there a year where Bontempelli was in the forward line because they needed to get him in and they couldn't fit him anywhere else? I think you really should be limited with the position that you play. You need to have played if you want to get picked in the forward line. You need to have played more than 12 games as a pure forward or something like that. You know what I mean? Or there's an X amount of goals you need to kick. Same with as a wingman. If you want to get picked as a wingman, you have to be a pure wingman. Um, you can't just not you can't not be a wingman. Yeah, like Flying Magpie said, Josh won an AA as a wingman. He won the best and fairest as a wingman. Won the flag as a wingman. A true wingman. And Craig McRae and the coaches thought, you know what? Let's chuck him on the half back line. Let's chuck him on the half back line. I still don't know. Still don't know why. I still don't bloody know why. Bailey Smith. Remember when Bailey Smith was rumored to come to the Pies? Bloody hell. Logan Morris, Jack Gunston, Charlie Curnow, Ben King, Josh Tracy, Jai Amos as your forwards. It's a pretty tall forward line. Is there any small forwards that are going to get picked? Do you reckon? KO Sports has it streaming live right now. I think Josh got snubbed one year because they didn't put proper wingers. I don't remember. Is that true? Maybe. Well, yeah, Watson. Yeah. How could we forget about Watson? Yes, someone talking sense. They should be picking the team as if they're going to verse the B side. Wow, Bolton on the half forward flank, Tracy as a centre half forward, Pickett on the other flank, Watson, Curnow. Wow, Logan Morris. That's huge. Good on him. Good on Morris, man. I just can't believe that eight goal haul against us. Bolton is so good though. Like he was a what did Fremantle have to give up for Bolton? It was a pick. Was it like a pick four or something? It was something crazy, wasn't it? That's pretty close. You got it pretty close. They've just gone Bolton over instead of Bailey. Bailey could still. He's had a really good year. He could still make it onto the bench. Um, I wonder if Bailey stays at Brisbane. Adelaide have got a phenomenal offer in front of him. Richmond got 10, 11, 18. Freo got Bolton 13 and the future third. God, what did I think that they gave up such a four or something? Maybe I'm thinking of the Jagger Smith one still. 10, 11, and 18. And then didn't they use that pick 13? Was that the Murphy Reed pick? Did they get Bolton and Murphy Reed in the same year? I think they did from memory. All right, ABC is just still typing their stuff. We'll go to here so you can see because I Pickett earns back-to-back honours. Josh Tracy, Nick Watson, Logan Morris are maiden All Australians. Yeah, it did become Murphy Reed. Yeah, thought so. Man, I just can't believe like Logan Morris. Like we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I'll talk about it till the cows come home. But just that draft where 30 or so other clubs or other picks passed on Logan Morris, we also passed on Logan Morris, picked up Demetia when we needed a key forward. We were linked to him. We were linked to him in every single phantom draft pretty much. And then he kicks 8. God damn. I didn't even notice that. That's wild. The first, they just said Nick Watson was the first guy to kick 50 goals under 170 centimeters. What a weird thing for Jonathan Brown to say. Insane. I thought I remember watching a bit of his highlights in that year, and he was the captain of was the captain of something. And obviously he did all that cricket stuff. But when we needed a key forward, we went with oh god, oh fuck, I am bloody cooked. All right, you got to give me a second. Oh god, oh god. Okay. Oh man, my bloody throat is cooked. North had LDU. LDU was the only one that got nominated in ahead of Sheasel. LDU ahead of Sheasel. What the hell? Did you know that? Logan Morris was the first Brisbane Lions player to ever kick 8 goals on the MCG. And it just had to be against Collingwood. That is wild. That is freaking wild. Yeah, I can stream during the trade period 100%. We'll do the trade. We're going to do the draft. Um, we'll do we'll do whatever else as well. But yeah, like I said, every Tuesday between 7 and 8, we're going to be doing the nest again. So the whole thing with the nest was come rest at the nest. It's been a big weekend, been a big whatever. Tuesday for an hour, we'll just talk football. I'll have my second monitor up. We'll play some games and all that sort of stuff. I'll get it set up nice and proper. Um, I'm looking at moving into a studio soon as well. So hopefully that goes well. But yeah, every Tuesday, 7 to 8, we'll just we'll come and chill out. He does. He absolutely does. I'm trying to find a picture of Nick in his blazer. Oh, here you go. Here's the, uh here's the midfielders, all Australian mids. Huge. Like, what a great midfield that is. Why is everyone looking that way for? Looking that way, and then looking that way. What could they possibly be looking at? Geez, Josh Tracy was pick 7 in the rookie draft. That's I didn't know that at all. That's wild. Who do we think's gonna be on the bench? Who's going to fill out? Who's gonna fill out this? Ah, true. Various cameras, yeah. Players were looking to trade up from us if they were still there at the Saints or trade pick, Tigers pick, but they were taken with the first two selections. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but even that is so dangerous, right? Even that is so dangerous. Because I remember Derek Hines somewhere said that he wanted to take Morris with that first pick that we had, but got overruled. So I don't know who overruled him, but apparently he got overruled. Do you reckon Neil in the yeah, I can see Neil being an All Australian. That would be a wild bench. Like Luke Jackson is freaking phenomenal. Um, if it's not the Pies this year, I do hope Fremantle get their maiden flag. I think that would be oh man, you would be immortal. You would never have to pay for a drink or a meal in Fremantle ever again. Can you imagine that? Would be stiff for Murphy Reid to miss. Yeah, Murphy Reid has had a really good year. Let me find it. I'm sure I didn't make that up. Yeah, free for the flag, if not for the Pies. Agreed, man. Um, yeah, let me see. Derek Hine, Logan Morris. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I'll definitely I'll find it. I'm sure. I'm sure someone said that. I'm sure someone said that. All right, all Australian midfield, and then we can wrap this up because my throat is killing me. All right, Jackson, Naz, Reed, huge, good job. Bailey, oh my God, who's the last one? Butters, Butters is last AA as a Port player. There you go. That is your All Australian. There's your All Australian team for 2026. Um, I'm trying to see what was that? Gunston. Yeah, I'm surprised Ashcroft had a good year. Neil, I'm surprised Neil didn't get done. He had a really good year. Yeah, Fort Dockers is the most for any club. One, two, three, four. Yeah, two for Adelaide. Uh, no, there's five. Tracy, Bolton, Jackson, Reed, and Clark. There's five Dockers. Um, the Collingwood logos are throwing me off a little bit. Five Dockers, and that's the most, yeah, by a long way. The most by a long, long, long way. Yeah, good on him. That's your 2026 All Australian team. Uh, Hal's got a contract in front of him, and I think he will sign it and play on next year. But look, we're gonna wrap it up there now that we know the All Australian 2026 team. I need to go get some rest because I am cooked right now. But thank you so much for jumping on with me for 2 hours. This was a lot of fun. Oh, they need to announce the captain. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Shit, I forgot all about that. They announced that they announced captain. All right, we'll stay on for the captain. I forgot that they do captaincies in here. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. The party rolls on. The party. Let me just have some more water. The party rolls on. So they're gonna be talking to Zach Butters. I wonder if Zach Butters says, "Yeah, get me to Geelong." No, play with Nick Butters, man. You reckon Butters has made up his mind already, or genuinely he hasn't? Tassie's not an option for Butters. Man, I just can't believe that he doesn't want to play with Nick Dacos, Lockie Neal, Jordan De Goey. What's going on, man? Yeah, he's obviously going to the Cats. Yeah, we Zany, we talked about it a lot at the start of the stream. I think the consensus is that the Pies fans want him. Pies fans want him to stay. It's all about if Collingwood want him to stay or not, especially if they do get Hogan and if they do bring in um, Hogan and Jake Stringer. It would be memory that gives way, but I would want to keep memory on for one more year. Yeah, but Geelong are unlikely to satisfy Port, and so are the Western Bulldogs. If we're looking at satisfying Port, it would be Richmond, right? Are the only team right now that can satisfy Port Adelaide. I'm just doing a post about 4 to 5 All Australians since 2022 for Nick. That's wild. Zach just being selfish. Not yeah, yeah, yeah. And Swaddling as well. Zach's like, no, you know what? I want Swaddling to excel. I want Ed Allen to excel. I'm going to take a step. I'm going to take a step back. I love it. That's exactly what it is. Buddy's doing us a favor. I agree. I'd rather him go to the doggies. I just can't fathom if Geelong get him and Toby Green. Like there's talks of Toby Green getting to the club as well. Like what are we doing if that's the bloody case? Like what's happening, man? What's happening? Where are they getting all their money from? Man, Brisbane are going to be a good shout for the three-peat this year, aren't they? You can just feel them bloody coming from the clouds and getting that third flag. Man, I reckon Zach Bailey the Pies should have gone a bit harder for Zach Bailey. I know we wouldn't have been able to match what Adelaide and Brisbane are offering, but I would have liked to have known that our name was in the ring for Bailey. It would have been a really good heir to Jamie Elliott, and obviously younger than Stringer and Hogan would be. Yeah, 100. Let's actually look at the AFL Finals 2026. So this is the road to finals. Brisbane are going to absolutely thump Sydney here, so that's no stress. This is going to be a really, 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 really good game. I can't see Fremantle dropping this game against the Hawks, especially with like yes, the Hawks beat beats the Eagles, right? But what we were able to do to Hawthorn, if you just apply pressure to Hawks, um, they're all done. It'll be yeah, you're right, Matthew. It'll be Wharfy. It'll be Wharfy time. Yeah, yeah. And then so if Carlton win, they go here. If we win, we go here. If Melbourne win, they go here. If we win, we go here. Oh my god, it is going to be an absolutely wild one, two, three, four, five wins in a row. Like you would think, oh man, I don't know. It could happen. It could happen. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Yeah, agreed. Look, I like that we're playing Moneyball. I like that we're going cheaply with these players, and hopefully get someone really good in the what pick with before pick 15. You would think maybe. All right, they're about to announce the captains. I think. Who are we thinking? Is it Gorn or is it Dawson? I'm going Dawson. Okay, Jordan, Jordan Dawson's the vice captain. Gorn's going to be captain. Nick Dacos. Could you imagine? Max Gorn. Yeah, of course. You remember when Jeremy Cameron wasn't Jeremy Cameron captain last year or like the year before or something? All right. Now we are going to wrap it up because I am in need of a honey tea. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Remember, I'll be here next Tuesday starting from 7, going to 8. We'll have a chat. We'll play some games. Love you so much. Thank you all for joining me. Go to the fucking Pies. Let's beat the doggies. Let's beat the doggies. Let's go. Love ya. Love you so much.